welcome to MDC with Ease, your channel for mentoring and tutorials. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some 12 tips for passing the MDC exams. Stay tuned. So the first point is start with your mind. If others have been able to do it, so can you. Someone said whether you say you can or you cannot, you are right. To pass the exams, you have to study hard. That is obvious. But the most important determinant of whether you pass the exams are your thoughts. You fill the exams in your mind several days before the actual exams. This exam will test your confidence, your resolve, your honesty, your discipline, and the depth of your knowledge. So pay attention to your mind. For instance, if you take confidence is very, very important in medical practice. Know what you know and acknowledge what you don't know. More importantly, let the world know that you know what you are doing. It's supposed to be simple, but it's not that simple, you see. Suppose you are lost and ask for directions, and one person points you in a direction and says, well, I think it's this way. And after a short while, the same person says, no, I think it's that way. Wouldn't you rather look for another passerby? Yes. Whatever you write or say, the examiners assess your level of confidence. If you allow doubt to take over, if you show that you are unsure of yourself, you are doomed. You'll be heckled during the viva. You may think somebody came out there to fail you, but you brought it upon yourself. You have to exude confidence in your smile. Look at the examiners in the eyes. Sit up. Keep your voice steady. And convince the examiners. Let them know that you are confident. What you are telling them is true, and you know you are sure of what you are saying. Anyway, what's your resolve? What's the strength of your resolve? How badly do you want to pass the exam? Your attitude should be the never say die until the bones are rotten. House of folk anthem. Just because things didn't go according to plan in the MCQs, will you give up on the essays? No way. If things get tough at one viva station, will you carry your bloom to the next station? That should not be the case. Prepare for the exams. Prepare for the exams and determine that the only option that you have is to pass the exam. You have to recognize that you need to conquer yourself first before you can conquer the MDC exams. You need to conquer laziness, procrastination, self-doubt, low self-esteem, and the tendency to blame others for your misfortunes. Accept that whether you pass or fail, you can only blame yourself. The world is not fair. There is a fact. It will not change. The world owes you nothing. You came with nothing. The world owes you nothing. Remember that this is not just another exam. It's a battle to determine that this is not just another exam. It's a battle. Be determined that nothing, no one shall kill your dream. Be determined that nothing and no one shall kill your dream. The next important step in starting with your mind and working on your mind is for you to utilize the power of visualization. You see, you have to make a habit of closing your eyes just before you go to bed at night. Closing your eyes and seeing yourself practicing medicine. See yourself at your graduation, the induction ceremony. See yourself. See your relatives around you, loved ones around you. Now also visualize yourself writing the exams with smile, with confidence, going through everything so easily without much effort. Everything you learned has come. Apple has dropped and you're happy. Visualize your success. Remember, it's a universal law that things must exist in our thoughts before they materialize. Whatever has happened, whatever surrounds you, whatever is happening in your life is because of your thoughts. Having that in mind, believing that you've passed the exams already in your mind, live your life like a champion. Be confident. Be confident. The next important tip to help you pass this exam is that you must pray and have faith. Pray and have faith. Remember, you're on this earth for a purpose. Without purpose, our lives will be meaningless. So if you believe that it is God's purpose for you to be a doctor, then you need Him now more than ever. Because if you fail this exam, you will never get to practice as a doctor. So it's important that you pray and read your Bible and draw closer to God or Allah, as the case may be. Pray for courage, wisdom, understanding, favor, and more importantly, the ability to remember what you've studied. There are a lot of things that can impact your exam that are unforeseen possibilities. You could fall ill. You could have a thought block. That's you go blank suddenly at the exams. These things could happen to you, and you have to pray for favor so that you don't suffer any such fate. You have to study hard and pray hard. If you ask most people who pass the exams, they will tell you that there's a God factor that you can't ignore. You may call it luck, others will call it favor. There are times you goose, but somehow you sail through. And then there are times when you think you did so well, but it comes and you failed. Pray. Pray and believe that God will see you through. My third tip is that you should count the cost. Count the cost. To count the cost, try to quantify what you are losing every month because you've not passed the exams. Quantify it. a house officer takes home over 3,000 cedis a month. For every month that you are staying at home without passing the exam, that's the amount you are losing. You are losing over 3,000 cedis a month. Think also about the cost of registration, the $720 they have to pay for every receipt. Now factor in the cost of having to depend on your parents, even though you've graduated and you are supposed to be independent. Think also about the cost of delaying your engagement, your marriage, especially for the ladies. Think about the cost of, age may be catching up with you, and you are also thinking about getting these exams out of the way first before you marry the man of your dreams. It's not every man who can wait. And even for whether boy or girl, this exam can really make relationships suffer. Because if you are really into the preparation, if you are focused, then it will be necessary that you have to reduce the amount of time that you spend on social media, on the phone, and that can sometimes bring strain in relationships with our family, with our friends, with our loved ones. So if you don't pass this exam quickly enough and leave that behind, it will have serious impact. Think also about the cost of feeling like your life is on hold, So you've passed this exam, you can't really, it's difficult to plan what you do in the next 2 or 3 years. It's like your life is on standstill. You will have to pass this exam first. So think about that cost. So let's suppose you've wanted to be a doctor since you were little. You were sent to a strange country, endured cold nights, ate strange foods, probably had to endure racism. Your family had to sacrifice a lot to finance your studies. Maybe you had to work to even take care of yourself whilst you were studying. And then you graduated and you got a doctor title. Now your folks think their prayers have been answered because you are a doctor. But here you are. You have the title, but it's criminal for you to practice medicine. Imagine that. You've come a long way, but you're not there yet. The only obstacle between you and your goal, your dream, your childhood dream of being a doctor, is this medical and dental council exams. What are you going to do about it? 4. Pay the price. Now that you know what you are missing out on because of this exam that you've not passed, what are you willing to do? You must pay the price. Be prepared to sacrifice some relationships. Be prepared to be lonely. Be prepared to suffer. Be prepared to sacrifice sleep. Be prepared to sacrifice leisure. Become a soldier. Who lied to you that life is easy? You sleep too much, my brother, my sister. Someone said there is more sleep after death. So why do you want to sleep your life away? You want to laze about, watch football, watch movies, play video games, and have idle thoughts on the day before the exams. Then suddenly, you want to stay up all night hoping that all the stuff will enter your head and stay there in one night. Then as it begins to dawn on you that you are ill-prepared, you become anxious, nervous, you feel guilty and frustrated, and then silently you accept your failure even before you take the exam. You have succeeded in setting yourself up for failure. Don't let that happen to you. Maybe you are a slave to your phone. This is not a time to share jokes and gossip on social media. You are a soldier. Keep your eyes on the prize. You must discipline yourself. Les Brown says, if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. But if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Examine your life and cut out those things, those people who are not helping you to reach your goals. Those things, those people, get them out of your life. You have the power to do this. Look in the mirror, my friend. Look in the mirror. You can do this. Pay the price. 5. Get the right resources. If you go into battle with the wrong weapons, you are bound to lose. Imagine fighting a nuclear weapon with AK-47 rifle. It's a joke. The battle had been lost even before it started. So before you hurry to read the next textbook, find out if it's part of those recommended by the examiners. I assure you that there's a lot of filler in the system. There are past questions, there are books. There's a lot of help, a lot of filler in the system. Keep your eyes wide open and your ears on the ground. The basic guide is to find out what books those who train in Ghana are reading. If you read their books and prepare with those books, that's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. So get their textbooks, get their lecture notes, get other materials that they use in preparing for their final exams. If you prepare with the wrong materials, you'll be setting yourself up for a shocker. You will confidently answer a question only to be heckled by the examiners. They'll be like, oh, what book is that? Where did you read that? What is your source? They will heckle you all over the place, and it will not be good for your confidence. Speak to the right people and get the right resources. 6. Find a mentor. Luckily, you are not the first person to take these exams. So you don't have to figure out everything for yourself. You can get someone who has been there before to help you. Better still, why limit yourself to just one mentor when you could have many? You may wonder, how get a mentor? How do I get a mentor? Where do I get a mentor? Who should even be my mentor? Well, there's a Chinese proverb that says, when the student is ready, the master appears. Don't be surprised if the one you approach is initially hesitant to mentor you. You are the one who has everything to lose anyway. So just swallow your pride, make yourself vulnerable, beg someone. The mentor, if you are successful and you're able to get a mentor, the mentor will be your guide, counselor, and coach. You'll be meeting with him regularly, him or her regularly, to assess your progress. Top achievers know the importance of having a coach. You follow tennis players, you follow great footballers. They all have coaches. They have a team that works together with them to bring out the very best in them. You need one too.